Y'all know what time it is, man. Hot off the press, baby. On a Sunday. Y'all already know, man, we always working. Y'all know what time it is, man. Straight Shoota Podcast. I'm your host, Swift Dallas, a.k.a. 16-Pad Killer. And, of course, you tuned in to Straight Shoota Podcast on Maschine Mafia TV. And this is a safe place for unbiased opinions based on facts, where we give it to you straight, no chaser, all right? Hit that subscribe button, smash up the likes, and click that notification bell so that way you stay in the loop each and every time I drop these videos, all right? So, yo, we just gonna get straight to it, man. As y'all see P. Diddy and his son Justin on the screen. Now, we already know that the P. Diddy trial has wrapped up and it's on its way to the jury. So right now, with P. Diddy's hands in the fate of 12 of his peers, whether we want to believe it or not, you know what I'm saying? Now he has to be dealt with this. Now, right now, this is breaking news. A woman has filed a complaint against Sean Diddy Combs and his son, Justin Combs, okay? Alleged she was gang raped by Diddy and two other men during a trip to Los Angeles. Now, Tyrika Connerly claims Justin Combs contacted her through Snapchat in March or April 2017 requesting risque photos, which she sent. She says Justin, now 31, offered to fly the New Orleans resident to LA for a weekend and promised he could get her a job at Revolt TV, a network his father owned. Instead, Connerly claims she was drugged, literally held prisoner for a weekend, and repeatedly raped by three masked men, including the elder Combs. Now, this lawsuit comes, like I said, at the midst of closing arguments in the Diddy trial. I really think that this is just a monkey wrench in the game to try to take P. Diddy down at the last minute, because it looks like the prosecution case is falling apart, like literally, like they're grasping for straws right now. So at this point, you know, they pretty much know the RICO is out of the way, you know what I'm saying? But they just trying to get a collar. They just trying to make him look even more worse than what he looks already. And it's just getting out of hand, man. This thing is getting crazy. Now, of course, Tony Busby is this complaints. The person suing them, that's her attorney, Busby. So, and we already know how Busby get down. He already done threw the whole kitchen sink at Diddy, trying to get him knocked off already early in the game, where it's a whole bunch of charges that got thrown out. So, yo, check it. So now the lawyer claims the music mogul's penchant for sexual violence is shared by his son. So now, you know, Busby gonna take his cheap shots. And he's going on saying that he has an alleged long history of violence. So, you know, Tony Busby, when it's time to try to get that bag of coins, we already know Tony Busby ain't gonna always be too far in the lurkings about it all. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, I'm just saying, y'all tell me what y'all think, man. I mean, you know, we got a whole lot going on with Diddy, man. You know, it's sad that he's in the mix, and now, you know, his son getting thrown in the mix. And it's supposed to be a beautiful Sunday now. We all supposed to be sitting down, eating Sunday dinner, relaxing and chilling. You know, I got work to do in the studio is where I'm at, you know what I'm saying? But at the same time, I got to get y'all the news. Y'all know how I do it, you know what I'm saying? So it's just like, let's get to it, man. Y'all put it in the comments, man. Do y'all believe this, or do y'all think this is just some malarkey to get y'all distracted from the task at hand? Because right now, the task at hand is them trying to put Diddy down for life. You know, right now I feel like they got him on the prostitution, not sex trafficking, because he ain't pimping nobody. You know what I'm saying? He just buying some male escorts and female and women escorts. So he's using drugs. He's not trafficking drugs. If anything, it's possession. So that's not a RICO. You understand? Not in my book, you know what I'm saying? So, I mean, like I said, I ain't no attorney, but I mean, I can add 1 + 1 = 2, you know? So, it's kind of buck wild, but we're going to see how, I mean, I give it by Wednesday, we're going to have a verdict. I don't think it's either going to be guilty on prostitution. I mean, either they gonna slam dunk him, hung jury, or the just the prostitution, Mann Act. You know what I'm saying? I mean, what else they got? They done ran him through the mud. This ain't no criminal. He ain't no John Gotti. He ain't no criminal mastermind. Diddy, yeah, y'all heard him about running with guns and having problems with Suge, but who came in the courtroom and said Diddy let a shot off? Nobody. Hey, look, the whole Kid Cudi situation, that done got tossed. The arson, the kidnapping, so apparently either that testimony was farce or it wasn't no good or whatever. But either way, that's out the window. So, they ain't got that angle. So, the defense has done an excellent job of poking holes in the stories. And then y'all got to think about it like this. They keep saying Cassie. That was over a month ago. We done heard so much stuff since then. Yeah, we remember Cassie, but the effect of that would be stronger if she was on the stand now than them having to rush and put her on the stand then. So that kind of worked out in Diddy's favor, to where they had to rush and get her on the stand first, because she wouldn't be in no condition to go in there and do that right now. She just had the baby. She's sitting back. You know what I'm saying? Y'all don't know if she pushed the baby out, had a C-section, what. But, let's keep it real. Let's just keep it real. I mean, I'm up at arms with it, man. I don't know, man. Like right now, I say, but with this right here, this is just a distraction. Like this girl, we've been hearing this story for years now, or for months, ever since we heard about this alleged allegation. But now it's finally coming to light. She got Tony Busby backing her. They is demanding a jury trial and compensation for damages. It sounds like yet another money grab. Everybody's trying to get paid. Brothers, if you are a celebrity, if you're rich and famous, sit back. Hey, look, man, just sit back. I'm telling you, man, sit back.
Use your common sense.
It's getting dangerous. By the day, we are seeing brothers fall down to the wayside. Now, we all know what this is. Like I said, this is just this just that last salt in the wound move that this a sucker move by the D. Because I'm pretty sure Tony Busby had this in the back pocket or been ready to file, and they probably stepped to him and was like, yo, man, you gotta chill.
Are the cameras still going?
Yes.
Absolutely.
You can't post this right now, because if they post this, then they know what we doing. They trying to smoke Diddy out the hole. They want Diddy to panic over the weekend. They done gave him the whole weekend to think about it. They thinking Diddy gonna come into court tomorrow and crack and say, yo, I want to get on the stand and tell my story. Now, if he do that, if the deal is off, I'm talking about now, that would be stupid now. You know what I'm saying?
That's stupid,
I
guys.
hope and pray he doesn't do that. Now, if he does that, he just threw his whole attorney money away. He could have did that from the beginning, but that's a big no-no. So we know he ain't gonna do that. We know that. We know Diddy ain't that crazy. He ain't gonna do that. But y'all tell me what y'all think, man. Like I said, man, this whole thing is a money grab, domestic violence, lovers triangle that just went boom, and now everybody is, you know what I'm saying? I hate it. I really do. But, if he's guilty, then he's guilty. If he's not guilty, then it's going to be some hell to pay. Because I promise y'all this, if Diddy walks from this, yeah, they smashed him out to where he ain't going to have the voice that he once had. But he's won Nightline, Dateline, 2020, $5-10 million interview away from being right back at you. He still got money in the bank. He gonna come up with something. It's gonna be somebody that was trying to kick him when he was down that's gonna come groveling back, because he gonna have some bread, and if he bounce back, watch what I tell you now. It's bigger criminals and bigger crooks that have bigger billionaires that have done worse and bigger damage to the community, and they bounce back and everybody forgot. But, we just gonna have to see how this unfold, man. But like this right here, this just a straight cash grab. Like, Y'all know what time this is, man. I ain't gonna discredit the woman for saying that something might have happened inappropriate. That's a possibility. You know, the court of law will determine that. But you know, we in the day of the cash grab, ladies and gentlemen. So all I can tell you is beware, and you know what I'm saying, keep your guard up and stay safe out there. Y'all know how we do it, man. Straight Shoota Podcast. Put it in the comments. Y'all tell me what y'all think. Y'all think P. Diddy and them pulled this jukes move on this shorty like that and did what they alleging them are doing? Or do y'all think this is a monkey wrench in the game of the prosecution and the federal government at the last minute of the P. Diddy trial to try to, you know what I'm saying, throw salt in the wound and try to get, they going for the headshot. You get what I'm saying? But y'all tell me, man. Y'all know how we do it, man. Straight Shoota Podcast. I'm your host, Swift Dollars. Everybody have a good Sunday. We're going to stay tapping in, all right? 1.